Too slow! Fast attack! Again! Come on in! Okay.
Just as he was about to shoot another arrow, the man had already stepped in front of him and snapped his arrow in half. At that moment, the young man was completely stunned. His proud swordsmanship was utterly powerless against this man. The young man was Robin Hood, a knight by title, born into nobility, inheriting his own estate from birth. By chance, he fell in love with Marina, a girl who stole horses. Unfortunately, their happiness was short-lived. A conscription order disrupted his life. England was at war with Arabia, and Robin Hood had to follow his unit to resist the enemy's invasion. On the medieval battlefield, cold weapons like bows and crossbows were the deadliest. A concentrated rain of arrows made the English squad barely move. Using the enemy's reloading pauses, Robin Hood's teammates covered him as he reached the foot of the enemy. With a single sword strike, he eliminated a crossbowman about to fire. The squads regrouped and seemed ready to capture the castle. However, during the alley fighting, the Arabs displayed exceptional swordsmanship. Under the combined assault of giant crossbows and bows, the English army quickly fell into despair. The captain immediately signaled for catapults, and the next moment, massive stones rained down indiscriminately from the rear. Though costly, the castle was finally taken. At this point, Robin Hood encountered a highly skilled enemy. Just as he was about to be executed, a teammate cut off the enemy's left hand, saving Robin Hood. Facing the enemy who had just slaughtered their comrades, the English were extremely ruthless, pulling soldiers out one by one to be beheaded. When a child was about to be executed in front of his father, the kind-hearted Robin Hood could no longer stand it. He swung his sword and cut the prisoner's chains, plunging the battlefield into chaos again. The officer ordered Robin Hood captured, and an arrow was shot to subdue him. Considering his knightly status, they spared his life and sent him home. Upon returning home, Robin Hood found his estate in ruins, and Marina was nowhere to be found. He went to confess to his friend, the priest, and learned everything that had happened in his absence. The sheriff had falsely reported her death, plundered his estate under the guise of taxation, and Marina had been driven out. Robin Hood hurriedly asked for her whereabouts, and after much effort, finally found Marina, only to be dumbfounded. She had a new lover, and Robin Hood lost all sense of direction in life. At this time, the man whose left hand had been cut off came to him. Because Robin Hood had saved his son back then, the man decided to teach him his full martial arts techniques. Robin Hood reignited his fighting spirit and resolved to take revenge on the sheriff and reclaim everything. However, with his current skills, he was far from ready. So the man provided him with brand new equipment and began intensive training. Being a naturally skilled warrior, Robin Hood advanced quickly.
Where else you go?
When the time was right, they decided to strike at the sheriff first.